Good evening, everybody. Oh, you can see I was testing. Oh, there it goes. Disappears. I was testing my captioning earlier. It seems to be fine on this setup. I think there must be either something specifically happened weird during the Monster Hunter stream, or the Switch doesn't like captioning, or something's happening. Anyway, we made it. And we're captioned, so that's the important part. Thank you for re-upping your subscribe, Knife Sale. Hardcore! Hardcore! God, do I miss Egghead? That's a weird feeling to come across. Anyway, hello. We're here to do blending. Hopefully also the tapping, the audio issue that was happening with my bike should also not be a problem. So hopefully, yeah, there are normally captions, but I was having issues with captions when I hooked up my Switch. Don't know why. Don't know how. Maybe it'll happen again, but I'm gonna keep testing and making sure it functions. Oh, Blender, don't you do this to me. Blender, we haven't even started. You cannot be frozen. No audio issues? Excellent. I thought of it because my radiator just started hissing. Ominously? Snake-like? But I'm glad you guys can't hear that either, presumably. The Switch doesn't like cabbage. Yep. That's fair and accurate. So I figured today we'd do a city cryptid. What does that mean? A lot of cryptids are in the wilds and wilderness. And that's great and cool. But what if there were a city cryptid, big city cryptid? I was thinking about this. I mean, there are I feel like the alligator in the sewer is an iconic city cryptid, the kind of cryptid you could only get in a city. Or the Rat King, obviously another great example of a kind of a cryptid, kind of maybe a real thing. Unclear. Every time I try to Google whether or not rat kings are a real thing, I just like panic, because I find stuff that's like maybe, and other stuff that's like nah, urban legend, and I'm like, but why isn't there an answer to this? Why isn't there definitively yes or no to rat kings? My worldview would like that. Pizza rat, a cryptid. Yeah, I would say pizza rat's a cryptid. And a blessing. I think you're both right. Big pigeon. I love the idea of pigeon. Sewer gator king. Yeah, somebody, I don't know if it was you, Mothra. Somebody posted that on Twitter, and I'm like, maybe? Maybe? So that's definitely an option. If I got a definitive answer to Rat King, would I want it to be yes or no? I don't know. I have no preference. I just want to know. What makes it a cryptid? That's a great question. It's got to be fake, I think. Because I think a non-fake cryptid is just an animal. So that's how I feel about that. Oh, bye, Nordic Grass. Sorry your Wi-Fi is a bummer. Taxi crocodile. Is that just like a crocodile, but in a taxi, like one of those cabbie hats? Because that'd be pretty cute. Oh, yeah, we successfully crossed 200 quotes. I don't remember what the 200th quote was. I remember it being good. Well, Sapphic with a sword. Good news. It's going to be a queer icon no matter what. Okay, that's a good quote. I feel great about that quote. That was when we were fighting the Rachna Kadaki in Monster Hunter. It's got big old tooks. So what stuff defines a city that would be good? I mean, mimics are such a good, iconic one. We've already made a mimic. It could be a taxi driving crocodile, or maybe a crocodile where the mouth is a taxi because he's big like cat bus. I like the idea of crocodile taxi. Taxidile. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, good city animals. Raccoon's a good city animal. Pigeons, rats, mice, cockroaches. The glowing sign on top that says taxi could be the spine on its back. I love the idea that I'm pretty into latching onto crocodiles just because that if I saw a normal crocodile just out in the city, I would think that was already a cryptid. Like that's already putting us really far ahead, which I like. Business raccoon. House is just a big old mimic. Bodega cat cryptid. Here's the thing: is I was thinking about bodega cats, as I often do. I feel like bodega cats are already like a city cryptid, because whenever I see one, I'm like, oh, it's bodega cat. I lose my goddamn mind. Try to pet it. Think about taking a picture, but then usually don't. Is this the Jersey Devil cousin? Maybe. Yeah, it could be. God, I love bodega cats. Crocoon. Raccoon crocodile. I mean, hybrid animals are so good. All right, they're big croc energy in the chat. So I'm gonna pull up a crocodile image, and then I'll start to sculpt a crocodile. I do love the idea of like maybe it's like a pedicab crocodile. Subtitle said I'd fight a cat? Oh no! It's untrue. I mean, if I had to, if they were a Monster Hunter character, as some of them are cats, I would fight them, but it wouldn't bring me any pleasure. Alright, let me see if I can find a good picky. Good crocopic. Big pigeon, but with the hands of a raccoon. Let's see. Let me get good crocodilio image. Well, I don't know why the CC's knows the word orgy, but I'm glad it does. It doesn't know the word CC or the phrase CC anyway. And it says origin instead of orgy. Listen, the closed captionings are doing their best. They're not ideal, but they are free and easy to set up, and there's a lot to be said for that. A lot of good pictures of crocodiles that I'm having difficulty pulling from the internet. Oh, Crocoon, but he's also a baker. I mean, God, that's the idea that a city cryptid would need a job is somehow very sad to me. Somehow that makes me sad. Can I save this picture? There we go. This is not the ideal reference image, but we're gonna roll with it. Oh God, there we go. Okay. Okay. Mittens is a very good name for a psychic's cat, for reasons I can't pinpoint. Generally, Jenna, thank you for re-upping your subscription. And howdy right back to you. The Cryptid Haunts Wall Street. Didn't they make a movie about that? Wasn't it called Wolf of Wall Street? If a wolf were on Wall Street, it would for sure be a cryptid. This has a job but it's watering all the little flowers on the sidewalk. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's really cute. These are all very good ideas. Oh, Marissa makes music. I got really into Cyberpunk 2020 because of the Overboard campaign. Awesome. Now I'm writing my lit final about capitalism, the human body, and Cyberpunk. That rules. Congratulations on writing your lit final. And that is awesome. I'm delighted to hear that. All right. That's very cool. Is Cyberpunk 2020 the lit that you are critiquing, or is there some other subject that you're doing? Oh, welcome back, dear Gravities. Gravities? Gravities? Oh, and Jedi Superpunk, thank you for the gift subs. Congratulations to Be My Badger and Seismic Coin. Thank you so much for gifting them. That rules. Let's make a gator. I'm trying to think about what even a crocodile raccoon would look like. The way health and the human body are represented in the game manual. Very interesting. I know there have been a lot of critiques against earlier forms of the Cyberpunk manual for having sort of an ableist take on body enhancement and stuff like that. I know you mean raccoon, so I'm going to allow it, Ika. Stripes. Hey, Chad. This isn't gonna look like this for a long time. This is just gonna look like long. It's just gonna be a long, and then eventually it'll be gator. Can the snoot be unique, like pizza shaped? Yeah, probably. Is that part of what makes it a cryptid? What if this is something that will not be visible in the blend necessarily, but I'm going to put this out here. What if it's tiny? What if it's small? And that part of why it's cryptid. We can figure out how small. But what if small? Ah, Chad, thank you for re-upping your subscribe with your good prime subscribe. Premium prime subscribe. Yeah, I think this bad boy gonna be small. I feel like that's a good take on any cryptid, but especially a city cryptid. Because I think about like all when I see people walking their dogs and the dogs are small because they've got small New York apartments. I think Crocodilio also got to be a little bit small. Poof down the storm drain. Yeah. Are we liking Crocoon? For a moment I was like, is that the word I'm saying? But it is. I like Crocoon. I like alligator with human teeth. God, we always give things human teeth, though. Always give things human teeth. That's not me saying no. That's me saying I'll think about it. Ooh, we reference it against Pizza Rat to show size. I like that. Very round snoot. Let's make this more snoot. You know, this is a weird thing to say about nature, maybe, but alligators got pretty satisfying shape, right? I feel like of the creatures, alligator got good shape. Crocodile got good shape. They both have good shapes. I'm going to mix these two bad boys up quite a lot, I think. Naturally friend-shaped, yeah. Yes. I think they're both friend-shaped. Yeah, they got little fingers. These are already pretty finger-like. Okay, well, here's a question. before I go any further with this shape, because we might have to scrap this, would a Crocoon sit on like its back feetsies? Would it crawl like this, or would it be more like raccoon-like? Because they're always like sitting on their little duffs, eating apples and stuff that they've scrounged. So like, is this even the right shape? Do we want to change? Do we want to make it a little sitting a little upright? Yeah, K the Bold, that's what I'm thinking. They gotta be able to use the little front hands. Sitting on its hind leg and tail. Alright, well, we might have to scrap this. Hold on, I'll just hide it, and that way we can come back to it if we want. Oh, but how do I get a new sculpting orb? Huh, this has never really come up. They use their tail for support. Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Harley Quindom. Have good uni. No, stop doing that, Blender. I don't know how to get. I don't know how to get another orb. Maybe I'll just start a new file? But I already put a crocodile in this one. I don't think I'll be able to undo it too far back. Can I just start with like a regular ass orb? Are you going to be able to handle that? I guess the topography is going to get all fucked up anyway, so it doesn't matter if this is a regular ass orb. Okay. So we got to build the head up. Turn that Dino Topo on. Do not, come on. Will not preserve. That's fine. You don't have to preserve anything. You're not my mom. You don't have to tell me when I'm breaking the rules, Blender. I know I'm breaking the rules. That's why I'm doing it. Step 1 is you make a little egg. Ooh. We got some sort of we got some sort of cute little emote. I'm very here for that. It's very delightful. All right. First egg, and then the world. Oh, I keep meaning to look up Julia's Good Frogs. I keep forgetting. Schnoot, 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 schnoot. Hee hee. Oh, this big smile. Okay, whatever this creature is gotta have a big smile. That's what I'm doing. We gotta add the rest of this. No point in doing a crickadillo if it's not gonna be a big smile. This is gonna look like a hand puppet for maybe a while. Maybe a while, crocodile. No point in doing a crocodile if it's not gonna have big old beautiful sad chompers. And that just does look like a hand puppet. It doesn't look like anything. I mean, it'll get there. How doth the little crocodile? Y'all have to read that? Y'all have to read that poem? My mom used to recite that poem to me so much growing up, I have it memorized. I think I still have it memorized. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail... No. How doth the little crocodile improve its shining scales and pour the water of the Nile in every... How doth the little crocodile improve its shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile in every golden stale? How cheerfully he seems to grin and neatly tucks his paws and welcomes little fishies in with greatly smiling jaws. I think it's something like that. That should be pretty close. How doth the golden crocodile? Is based on an old like proverbial like poem about the busy bee. I don't remember the busy bee one though. My mom never recited the busy bee version to me, but that was like, it was like the C.S. Lewis's satirical version of that poem. I might have to stop and double check and see if I actually got that accurate. I remember whenever she was like giving me a bath growing up, she would always quote that. Oh, it's definitely a Lewis Carroll poem. It's based on like a traditional, it's a satire of a traditional, like the kind of thing that you would cross stitch kind of poem. You did your dissertation on Lewis Carroll. That rules. Did they make you memorize that poem? Oh yeah, Alice is one of those, as far as I understand it, Mix Us Up can give us a better a better perspective. As far as I understand it, it's sort of like almost like Dante's Inferno in that it is extremely, it's very readable without that context, but has a lot of shit going on underneath it that you don't need to know to enjoy it, but which is cool. Moralistic poem against idleness and mischief. Is it about bees? I remember looking it up sometime and being like, bees. Oh, just Alice in Wonderland. Very satirical. Lots of modern references. I'm putting Mix Us Up on the spot, which I regret. Also putting myself on the spot because I just don't know nothing. Can the croc be wearing sunglasses? I want them to be cool. Yeah, Cinnamon Shakes, I don't see why not. I mean, I feel like a city croc would probably have some cool shades that they got from like a street vendor. The first line is about bees. Okay. Good. I'm glad I remembered that correctly. I'm going to have that poem stuck in my head for the rest of the week. I'm going to be reciting it under my breath. Here's the thing, it's very catchy. It's very fun poem to recite. Bye, Rex Nimbus. Good luck captions. Goodbye, Rex. Would conventional shades fit on a croc's head? And maybe it's one pair of sunglasses that have been broken apart and then like affixed like that. One thing at a time. We'll get there. Male mermaid. I'm roughing out the general shape of what I think the body should look like. No. Good raccoon body shape. Should I also have a raccoon image? That's going to help, I think. I mean, I'm going to grab a raccoon reference. Oh, raccoons. So deceptively cute. Such little boiglers. Oh, they are really cute, though. God, when I see pictures of raccoons, I'm like, adorable. But then when they steal my food, I'm like, what are we doing here, buddy? What are we even doing here? Raccoon sitting. Oh, for sure it's going to have disproportionately tiny arms. Big head, tiny arm. That's just the situation. Oh, now I'm just looking at raccoons. Okay, hold on. Let's get in here. How cheerfully he seems to grin and neatly spread his claws and welcomes little fishies in with greatly smiling jaws. I've never read through the Looking Glass. Whoops. Let's get you out of there. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at that cute. Look at this cute little shape. Very, very low down arms. Dino Topo, why must you? Why, Dino Topo, you stay on until I say you're not on anymore. Let's give you a little bit more belly. Little yellow dish gloves. Oh, that's cute. That seems doable. Okay, so we're getting this. This creature is going to get sunglasses and little yellow dish gloves. It's really good. Yeah, what do we think? You guys were talking about jobs earlier. Clearly, this is a raccoon that has employment. That's not doing quite what I wanted it to. So be thinking about what we think this cutie pie is doing for gainful respectable commerce. Washing food. Is it because of that one really good video of the raccoon who's washing like cotton candy and it disappears and they're so sad? Because I think about that video sometimes and I find it very upsetting. Stealing Tash respectably. It's a sad video. That raccoon has had a sweet little treat and the water washed it all away. Finance. Making bead lizards. God, you're gonna send me back in time. Waste management. I like that. But is a cryptid the best? Maybe this is like a mascot for waste management. Oops, somehow got a booty. Well, we'll deal with this booty later. I know you hear me say that all the time, but we'll deal with that booty later. What is this link? What is this link? What am I going to click on here? Okay. Just got cute little feet, cute little haunches. Thank you, Screams for Memes. This is a very, look at how proper and upright this Krakoon is. It's very, very good posture. Kind of, can I say, kind of polar bear energy, weirdly. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Let me do kind of a burly outline. Kind of looks ripped. I don't know if I want to lean into that or not. But I like this crest. I like the crest developing here. Have we seen how possum nipples are arranged? The word arranged is interesting in that sentence. It implies something, but I'm not entirely sure what. And I'm not sure that I want to know, and I'm not sure that I don't want to know. That's not true. I do want to know. It's a circle? What? Okay, sorry. I have to Google this. God, am I going to Google possum nipples? Yeah, I sure am. Oh, not safe for life. Impressive. But oh boy, howdy. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot to look at. Ooh. I'm glad to know, though. Hi, gender fluid. Welcome. You're just in time for something. Yeah, it's probably cute when they're all, when the possum's at full capacity. Okay, kind of like the shape of these feetsies. These feetsies are more pointed out, but it sounds like a bad shopping trip. Yeah, very polite. Big polite gentleman energy. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do something right now, which is get a little croc-a-smile. Get a little croc-a-smile in here. Well, we're definitely aiming towards hero of common folk, generally, Jenna, as we often do on this show. I love that y'all show up to this stream with animal facts in hand, ready to go. Even when the animal facts are truly alarming, it's pretty delightful that you know things about animals and are willing to share. That's something I miss about school. It's just like learning about animals and stuff. God, this thing has such intense posture. Wait, do we hate everything you learn about animals? One out of 12 geese have committed tax fraud. I don't believe that. I don't believe it's that low. Well, this creature is definitely in the union. Crocodile union. Cryptid of working from home. That's definitely my city experience right now. 1 out of 12 have been caught. Okay, what if I'm gonna do this? We don't have to commit. I just want to see what happens if it's got a little bit. Is this gonna change the energy if it's just got a little bit more back energy? Back energy doesn't always mean butt, but in this instance it does mean butt. A little bit back. Just gotta, hold on. Just gotta flush this out, so they say. Very curvy. I love a curvy monster. Let it never be said that I don't love a curvy monster. Okay. I'm liking this shape. I'm liking where we're going. Okay. Do we feel good about this general shape? Because if so, it might be time to start adding deets. That's details for all of you. Not the pesticide. Deets as in details. Good friendly shape. Yeah, I feel great about it. I guess we should deal with the tail. And I think it's gotta be a raccoon tail. Like, I think that's just gotta be what that is. I do love cake, incidentally. Oh, should be big. I feel like it should be gator tail, right? Whoops. Whoops. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I know what's going to happen. So I'm going to avoid this. This has happened so many times where I do want this. I want this tail to wrap around, kind of like how it is here, to wrap around the body. But to do that, I'm going to have to turn off Dino Topo. That's dynamic topography, and things are going to get wild if I start doing that. So we're actually going to leave the tail for last. I'm learning. I'm making wise choices. That's going to keep me from getting very annoyed later. Annoyed with myself. Okay. So let's figure out, should I have raccoon feetsies or gator feetsies? Look at those cute little feetsies. Maybe raccoon hands and feetsies, but they are a little webbed. Oh, I do like raccoon ears. You're not gonna let me zoom out anymore? Okay. Gator feet, raccoon hands? Okay. Really consistent gator feet, raccoon hands messaging in the chat, which I love. I feel great about that. Good job, everybody. You're all on the same wavelength. Dang, okay, yeah. All right. I mean, functionally, they're not going to look too different, if I'm honest. Because I just don't think they're going to look that different. But let me get a close-up of some crocodile feet. Crocodile feetsies. Oh, they're cute. They got cute little feetsies. Let me get a good glossy pick. No, that's an alligator, Google. You can't trick me. What did captions say? What did I miss? What did captions say? Crocodile feces? Oh. Clearly I said feetsies. I like watching it struggle in real time to figure out what I'm saying. It really is a very good service, no matter how much I complain about it. Whoa. All right, let's get some toes up on this stream. Oh, good. I'm glad the captions are useful and that they're working out. Okay. All right. Pretty cute toesies. Not much palm. Big old chunky toes. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more room here. Widen the stance a little bit. Dino Topo, why? Okay, let me think about this. Can this cryptid have a pinky toe ring? Yeah, for sure it can. Billy Chunky Toes. Not a terrible name for a crocodile. Yeah, I know people sometimes do fancy stuff with their channel points, but I haven't dug into that at all. In the meantime, you can use it to highlight messages, which does genuinely make it easier for me to see them. I try to keep my eye on the chat, but I can't always. Whoops. Okay, actually not bad. I'm gonna make you a little bit smaller. And you a little bit chonker. Yeah, a very important link. I trust y'all to share a good legitimate link. You should just be able to drop it in there. It's a gator video. Hell yeah, absolutely you can. Happy Wednesday, Drew. Don't trust you. Why shouldn't I trust you? No, I'm thinking back over all of the streams. I trust you guys in some ways, and in other ways, absolutely not. Mix us up. That was exactly what I was thinking. The thing that popped into my mind was I trust them, but they do always want human teeth. So where does that leave me? I'm gonna make this part of the finger look a little bit more like a thumb for no other reason than I like it. Cursed but not bigots. Yes, that's a very good description. I like it. I appreciate it. I think it's accurate. Cursed but not bigots. That just feels like a blanket statement you can make about any fan of Polygon, any fan of my work. Hmm. We will enjoy the gator. Thank you. Very trustworthy link. Yeah, they're pretty good little feetsies. Pretty pleased with them. Ooh, scales or fur is a great question. That I don't know if I have an answer to yet. I think we'll have to see at the end, like what our ratio of raccoon to gator is. Raccoon patter gator skin. Okay. Scales are fur. Whoa, for a moment it said scales are forever, which I actually quite like. Yeah, right now it feels more gator than raccoon. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Wearing Crocs. Well, that's your right as a fan artist. To do with as you please. I'm certain it will still be delightful. Fur bikini, huh? Huh. Huh? The idea of this creature wearing a bikini or any clothes that are not accessories opens questions in my mind that I don't know if I want to struggle with. Okay. Good feetsies. You can leave. Thank you for your service. All right, now some cute little raccoon paws. So they got really long hands, really long fingers, lots of articulation. So I'm once again gonna give myself a little bit more space here to work. Gator skin bikini. That is better for some reason. Moth's little fuzzies are actually just scales? Interesting. Is that true? Is it better? Ooh, I think it is better, but it's kind of a losing sum. Let me get in here. Let's give this a little bit definition. They have scales on their wings. Goodness. I guess I've never gotten real up close. Get some definition on these arms. There we go. There we go. Giant taxidermied fish, and they painted it bright baby blue and cream white. Whoa. That sounds very cool, Chad. That sounds like some fine china. But would it be appropriate for a city cryptid? Or would they need some sort of urbane camouflage? Some urban camouflage. A fanny pack. I do like the idea of a fanny pack. That feels like something. If a raccoon could have a fanny pack, I genuinely believe they would. Concrete crocodile. Concrocodile. Concretidile. Conquistador. Nope. That's too far. Yeah, to keep all their snacks and to keep all their goldfish in. It's a fanny pack. It's full of loose goldfish crackers. All right, let's do these hands. Give a little bit more definition. God, these hands are gonna be really small. They're gonna be very small, a little bit weird. Yeah, they've got two fanny packs, one stacked on top of the other. One has the crackers and one just has goldfish. Street medic crocodile is pretty good. Let's do some tiny little fingies. Hold on. This needs to be different. This is gonna go better. Okay. I've gone really quiet. Somehow this is very delicate work. Ooh, nice. Article on parasocial relationships just got in the school paper. That's cool. Congratulations. Do you have any insights you can share with us that might be relevant or useful? Are these going to be long enough? Why didn't the other hand get any? Wait a minute. Why didn't the other hand get any? What happened? Also, it's so tiny. It's really, really alarmingly tiny. But why didn't the other hand get any fingers? I mean, it could just be one long finger. This could be, you know. is, you know, it's rough living in the storm drains, which is where I assume this thing lives. Congratulations on your huge nap, Peter. It's sad to hear that work was draining, but sometimes it do be like that. Ooh, how big is the fanny pack compared to this creature? That's a great question because we did talk about creature being pretty small. So maybe the fanny pack is actually like a full blown backpack compared to the rest of this thing. Oh, it lives in a fanny pack? I don't see why not. Peter, I'll do a full reveal soon. I'll pull back. I know these hands are going to be real tiny compared to the rest of this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, why did it only do one hand though? You did the feet equal. Why'd you only do the one hand? God, the hand is so tiny. It's really tiny. I'm gonna make it just a little bit bigger just because like visually I feel like it gets lost. It could have a missing hand, you know? I don't see any reason why it couldn't. Yeah, Blender says, okay, you can have a tiny hand, but only one. Only one. Maybe the other one's like a hook. That could be cool. You may have hand once. Oh man, generally Jenna, thank you for the offer. I actually had KFC for lunch and it was great. I have no regrets. But if anybody else wants in on that order, let her know now. What happened to your belly? Got little lumps on your belly. I mean, if it were a city cryptid, specifically a New York City cryptid, the other hand would just be permanently flipping everybody off. But I don't know if I want to get censored, you know, by Twitter. Weird little thumbs up. God, look at that tiny hand. Oh, look at the tiny hand. Oh. I mean, yeah, it's a real question though. Like, should we even do anything with this hand? Is it fine the way it is? God, this little baby hand is so much. It should be a lot longer though. I feel like raccoon hands are so long. Let me make it a little bit longer. I feel like that's going to make it eerier. But maybe that's fine. Kind of alien. Yeah, SIPA. Well, yeah, I have. I don't know if everybody else has, so if you want to drop a link to that. But it's pretty upsetting. It's pretty good, but it's pretty upsetting. Let's turn that back on. Oh yeah, Peter, we've been making choices left and right. Hands. Alright. That can stay a little nubbin for now. Maybe we'll do something with it later. Yeah, thank you for posting those links. Everybody who has posted links, thank you for posting those links. Okay. Okay. Bye, Poison Harder. Have good sleep. Now let's do something with the snoot. It's time to work this snoot. Clicking this important link. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me, Cinnamon. I didn't say. I haven't. You know, human teeth. We've all got them. Maybe this crocodile should too. Maybe not. Mechtel, that was a trap. I was just trying to see who in the chat has human teeth because they're human and who does not because they're something else. You fell right into it. Thank you for the subscribe, Tristan XT36. I appreciate you using your Prime subscription to subscribe to me for doing this, the thing that I'm doing right now. Well, here's the thing is if you have human teeth, it doesn't mean you're definitely human. I guess, not having human teeth doesn't mean that you're not human either. We're all complex, beautiful creatures. We're all God's horrible little monsters. And I think that's beautiful. Gonna make the inside of this mouth super detailed, even though we're not gonna be able to see it pretty much ever in the final render. Ooh, teeth falling out dreams. It's a very good question. I used to have them a lot more. I haven't had them in forever. I've reached teeth equilibrium. Oh yeah, that game with the alligator, with the teeth and the gator. I don't know if I ever knew how to play that actually, but I definitely remember it. Little kid anxiety corner. That's so sad. Let's get the snoot all booped up. Let's get the snoot extra boopable. Oh, yeah. Do crocodiles got little nostrils on their snoots? Let me Google. Crocodile snoot. Boop. Showing me some images. Alligators have a U-shaped snoot. Crocodiles have a V-shaped snoot. Okay. That's good to know. We're going to have to make this a little bit more V-shaped. It looks like they got tiny, tiny little nostrils. Okay. Bottom part pretty sharp. Let's make this a little bit sharper. Ooh, I like gold teeth. That's a statement. Gonzo. Yeah, that's fair. It's getting more gonzo by the moment. Pretty okay with that, though. God, I made that smile really big. Let me pull it in a little. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's pretty cute. The toothless grin is pretty cute. Let's figure out the eyes. Get them looking shapelier. Heather shapelier. We could leave it toothless. The upside about that is that I don't have to make human teeth, which I am pro. It is exactly a croc raccoon mix, as my images might have clued you into. The most perfect cryptid. A few gold teeth that I found in the sewers. I just don't see why not, you know? All right. All right, I like that effect. Okay. Maybe like one beautiful gold tooth. Oh, look at this look at this cutie. God. All right. I'm really pleased with how this is coming out. Let's add like one tooth and see how we feel about it. I love this breakdown that you're giving, Gender Fluid. The stream is great for creating PSRS because even though Jenna doesn't always share life stories, she does have a lot of communication, which do a lot for the feelings of knowing her. I think that's a good thing, right? You're not gonna let me do like circular cuts? Why wouldn't you let me do that, Blender? Oh God, what is the button to cut through everything? Did that do it? This is such a terrible way of doing loop cuts, Blender. I can't believe you're making me do this. Blender, trying my patience. Day by day. Second by second. Oh my god. Maybe that's enough. I mean, it's gonna be enough, because I don't want to sit here cutting loops in this dumb. Why are you doing that? That's not the right thing. I don't want you to do that. Oh, I'm making loops so that I wanted to get it to curve. And the best way of doing that is to make loops. Why is that just that one being fussy? I want it to curve a little. I want it to be a little curvaceous. But then it was taking too long, and so I stopped. All right, now see, that looks nice and sharp. Okay. Phew, all right. One jagged little tooth. All right, let's figure out the tail. Early on, I was thinking crocodile tail makes sense, but now that I see this creature, I feel like maybe it should be raccoon tail. Feels like it needs that little touch of raccoon. How y'all feel? How y'all feeling tail wise? Tooth wizard. Ooh. Imagine if city kids had a different tooth fairy and it was this creature. That would be very startling. All right, looking at some raccoon tails. Pretty cute. Let's do. I'm gonna turn you off. Get a little side movement. Oh, you know, I haven't read Hogfather. I hear that's one of the really good Discworld books, of which I have read some, but not many. I need to figure out how the pose tool works. I feel like it'll be very useful when I do, but I haven't. Not yet. I haven't done it yet. The ones I've read have been pretty great. But there's a lot. There's a lot of them. It's one of those series where it's just like, it's intimidatingly large. I've read some of the witch ones. I know Terry Pratchett did like a young adult spin-off that I think was still set in the Discworld series. Time to drink some water. Yeah, I think it was the Tiffany Aching ones I read, which are great. They're just superb. I like the energy of the old ladies that he writes. They're all great. I can't wait to be one of those old ladies. Hello, Millennial Falcon. Granny Weatherwax's Bay. Yeah. Strong agree. Should this be down by its side? Oh, I've read the first Earthsea book, and it's incredible. I haven't gotten to watch or to read the rest of them yet. Bye, Mithril Sage. Ursula K. Le Guin is one of those authors that I know I should read more of. I was a big fan, growing up, I was a big fan of her, what was it called? Cat Wings. Her Cat Wings series. Just about cats with wings. That's all it was. It's the young adult or a children's book series, but it was extremely adorable. Yeah, Cat Wings. I loved Cat Wings. Kindred was Octavia Butler, who I've read a lot of, and everybody should read. Octavia Butler's amazing. I feel like most of what I know about fiction writing I've learned just from reading Octavia Butler. Oh, I love Tamora Pierce. Yeah, growing up, we're hitting all my greatest hits. Growing up, I love Tamora Pierce. Oh no, what happened to your foot? Oh no! Goodness. Goodness. Do I have a favorite horror author? I mean, it's 100% Shirley Jackson. There's not even a question. It's Shirley Jackson. Although I did just get a book from a small press that's female authors who published in like weird tales. So like female authors that are contemporary with like H.P. Lovecraft or Ray Bradbury or some of those other folks. I just started reading it. It's very good. So maybe I'll read those and get a new favorite. I have seen American Mary. Quite love it. The Saska sisters are just spectacular filmmakers. I wish they did more. I wish they had more movies for me to watch. I think it is called The Women of Weird Tales, yeah. Let me grab the book, actually. Do I have it somewhere here? Yeah. Yep, it's The Women of Weird Tales. It's by Valancourt Books. Look at this cover. This is a great-ass cover. Yeah, part of the Monster She Wrote series. Yeah, I got one of the other books that's just like a collection of one author, so I'm really excited. But I'm really excited to finish this one. It's very good so far. It's extremely like classic, like weird tales. So a real mix, but I'm enjoying it a lot. AJ! Ooh, graduation present. Congrats. Did you I mean, presumably you graduated. That's not a graduation present for me. But thank you for re-upping your subscription. Congrats on whatever you're graduating from. I mean, if you love shitty pulp horror, This is, I mean, it's in that vein. It's Weird Tales, so it's that kind of energy. It's just like extremely like, it's the sort of stuff that you could definitely see being narrated by Vincent Price, which is an aesthetic I'm very here for. Under the Poppy? Oh, congratulations, AJ. That's no small endeavor, especially considering the year that I'm sure you've had in your studies. So congratulations. Wayside School Books. God, another classic. Just spectacular stuff. I really don't know how to make a fluffy texture. So I really don't know what I can do to this to give it the energy of being a big fluffy tail. Can I just add fur to the tail? I can add textures. Like I'll for sure give it like a raccoon tail texture. I'll give it stripes, and that'll help sell it visually. I don't think we have a name for this yet. So if you have any pitches for names, I'm all ears. Yeah, if you ordered something, generally Jenna's back. Don't wait, because that stuff, those fries do not reheat. Old oldie. Oh no, what? Hey, what? Why is there a hole? Who did this? How did this happen? You were all watching? How did that happen? What? How? Blender. Blender? We can't keep doing this. Oh my god. Blender. You're being such a nightmare. And we have company. Boop. Okay. God, I don't even know how it did. How would it even do that? That's so annoying. Oh my god, did you do it inside out? Oh. Blender? Blender? All right, I just have to remember how to flip the face. I don't want to extrude. It's outrageous. I can't believe it's doing this. I don't want to extrude. I want a normal. Flip. Okay. Okay. I never have to deal with normal stuff when I'm just doing stuff on my own. It's like Blender knows there's people watching and just wants to see me flustered. Okay, all right. What else does this cute little creature need? Blender is here to help make content. Well, it is doing that, so I guess I've got to give that to it. Oh, it needs ears. Cute little raccoon ears? Fluffy round raccoon ears? Yeah, that makes sense. We should, yeah, it should definitely have that. Okay. Let me look at these ears. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Sweet, cute little earsies. How are they gonna go? Where are they gonna be? Perfect little triangles. Those are horns. I made horns. Hold on. We have not yet discussed names, Jenna, so if you want to spearhead that convo. Haha, thank you, Nicholas, for the Prime subscribe. I appreciate it. Here's the thing is I get raccoons. You know, they're just trying to live their life. It's a hard life. When I lived in Madison, one time, they tore through the screen in my kitchen window and stole a loaf of bread off my countertop. I needed that bread to eat. I didn't have a lot of money to spare to feed the raccoons. And they just tore right through my screen to get at it. I feel bad. I feel bad for those raccoons, but I needed that bread. They took a whole loaf out onto my rooftop. And then there was bread on my rooftop. I mean, they definitely also needed the bread for sure. They needed that bread too, but it was not a period in my life where I could afford to be replacing loaves of bread all the time. How do I get them to look cute? The problem is this creature has just a different head shape. I mean, growing up in the woods, we had raccoons. They would steal the cat food a lot, but that's fine. The cats could generally defend their own turf. Broader base for the triangle? Okay. Maybe we try a snake hook. That's kind of it. For some reason, these I know what the reason is. It's because of the alligator mouth. They read more as horse ears to me. Gosh, so fuzzy. What sweet little fuzzy little earsies. Okay. Does that work? Is that good? Should they be... Make them a little bit pointier. Horsadiles feels like a natural combination. Okay, that's pretty good. I feel pretty good about this, actually. Oh, Dilly's cute. I like Dilly as a name. The friendliest part of the raccoon is make the raccoon significantly less friend-shaped. Yeah, the ears make it menacing in a way, right? I think they work, but it somehow does make this figure seem more menacing. I can't pinpoint why. I mean, they're here. I love the ears and they're staying, for sure. Bit more rounded. Trickster demon in an anime. Yeah, kind of that vibe. Kind of into that though. I mean, what would this creature be if not a trickster demon? Like if you combine a crocodile and a raccoon, that's gonna be a trickster for sure. Okay. It's gonna keep fussing with the ears for another 2 hours until they're perfect. But the trick is, they're already perfect. I just need to believe. Okay. All right. Does this, other than textures, which I'm going to add for sure. Frankie Dilly lives in Piccadilly, and we all know it. I don't know enough about England to know how urban Piccadilly is. Because this creature could live in Piccadilly. All right. So here's this tiny creature. Let me get a picture of a picture of Pixarat. Let me get a picture of Pizza Rat. And then we can have a size comparison. No, I just want a picture of Pizza Rat. Why are you making this difficult? I'm not allowed to have a picture of Pizza Rat? Not my America. This will just be for size reference. All right, so this is I think roughly, what do we want to, what size wise where are we at? Is it like, I feel like it should be a little bit bigger than a rat. I mean, maybe it should just be raccoon size, you know? That's an option. Equal size? I think tiny. I think just tiny little creature. Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I think if this creature, this crococoon, if it grows, you know, if it gets unlimited access to pizza and other urban delicacies, I think it could probably grow up to 8 feet. I don't see why not. But it's got to start out small, you know, before it becomes a menace. House hippo vibes. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. I'll have to make an asset that'll give us a good relative size. Well, if there's nothing else that we want to add to this, I'm going to start doing sculpty stuff. Gonna give it some eyeballs. Gonna make its tooth gold. Yeah, vaporize, that's kind of where I'm at, you know, it's like this creature is as big as it is allowed it to get. What are you gonna be? What color are you gonna be? I think, yeah, if it were able to get enough food source, I don't see why it couldn't grow to the size of a kaiju. I'm gonna give this guy independent pupils. That's just gonna be easier for me. I don't want to do this. This is interesting. Do I just need to subdivide you? Why are you being weird like this? So jagged. I don't think crocodiles have weird pupils. Okay, there we go. That's better. Bye, Sapphic with a sword. I mean, you're not going to be one with a slit. Oh yeah, I guess do crocodiles have slit eyes? Crocodile eyes. Oh, they do. Gosh, they've got very menacing eyes. I mean, we could do something like this. I mean, this is pretty good. What do we want round eyes? We want eyes like that. My search history is a mess. It's a mess after these streams. Just full of pervert searches. Perverches. Oh yeah, we can make it doesn't have to be white. I guess crocodiles got pretty menacing colors. Whoa. But this doesn't have to be croc colored. Let's make these really shiny too. Flayed? I don't like that. Yeah, a great question about what color this thing should be. Again, it can be any color. What would be best in an urban setting? Let me add... How am I going to do this? How do I do this again? How do I do anything? Before I forget. How do I vertex paint you? Gray with yellow stripes like a road. I kind of like that. That would be pretty cool. Vertex paint. Where do I find you? How do I get to you again? Here we go. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. Regrettably, I kind of like this eerie alabaster white. So what if we slap some paint on that? This is just a test. Am I making a bumblebee somehow? Where are my references? So this is an option? Albino squirrel vibes, yeah. Albino vibes for sure. I guess he should have a little mask too. Cursed Pikachu. These are just some options. I'm not committing to any of these. Could do something like that. See, Nicholas, I'm kind of into that vibe. Y'all like the yellow mask? I kind of like the yellow mask too. Yeah, we can make it gray. A little bit dirtier, a little bit street color. Can we? Oh, hold on. Maybe a little lighter. Hi, Princess Undercut. Good luck sleeping. The VOD will always be here. There. Okay, I like that. I feel like it's got crocodiles got have really rough skin. Yeah, he's just grimy. He's just a little bit dirty. We've all been there. If you ever had a white shirt or white coat and you live in a big city, it's not going to stay white for long. What are your little masks like? A little bit of a widow's peak for the drama. Yeah, the weird reflection that you get. You can load an image and it'll reflect that image. But I pretty much never do that. Let's get in here. It's an intense view, right? Just getting all up in that mouth like that. That's what it's like to be a orthodontist for crocodile. Or what's what it looks like to be inside the mouth. To be inside the mouth. Mouse dentist. God, we could just make like a whole zoo of city cryptids. Fucking make ourselves our own red wall of cryptids. Ah. Hmm. Kind of color for the stripes. I like Dreadwall. Could do something like that. Match the mouth. Do anti-surveillance markings. Could I do like how hard is it to do camo spots, do you think? Yeah, maybe we should make it IMAS color to get that match. The color matching in this, I don't know why the color matching is so bad. I know it's because it's picking out the color it sees, not the color that thing originally was. It's annoying. Calico from behind. Ha! That's pretty good. I do also like the idea of high vis. I mean, I think it's going to be high vis markings, right? These are, what you don't know is that these yellow stripes are actually highly reflectant. What is happening with these artifacts? There's some weird stuff happening. But it's on the bottom where you can't see it, so I might just let it be. And that's the kind of attitude that lets gators profligate in New York sewers. So I don't think that's where the hole was. Because there's this one over here too, which I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what the geometry is doing there. It's probably because I shaded it smooth. And so it's like taking liberties with that. Does this thing have a mom? Yeah. This thing could be a mom. Oh, this kind of became a weird spiral at the end, but actually I'm pretty into that. Maybe it's because we were talking about this thing having a fanny pack earlier, but actually this creature gives me big mom energy. I like the spiral too. Yeah, that plus all the possum nipple talk is really just. And it was Mother's Day on Sunday. Ha ha! Thank you, Camlo Shindorantiloroni. Thank you, Camlo. I've had mixed experiences with the Blender community. Relative to other software communities, they seem chill, but few things are as chill as this chat. So I really like Frankie. Frankie's a good name. Frankie Dilly. Franklin Dillis. God, I guess crocodiles have like ridges along the back, huh? Oh, would this chat be considered Blender community is a fair question. I wonder if I could get that as a texture. Crocodile skin texture. I might look into that. Because that might be pretty cool. Now I'm just adding textures now. Give this creature a little bit of energy. Yeah, like a scaly spine. I think I could do that texture-wise. I have some ideas that I'm going to fuss with after the stream is over, which is going to be imminent, actually, because it's 10 o'clock. Boop. Yeah, look at this good city cryptid. Really pleased with how this turned out. Some really great suggestions. Add some low levels of luminosity to make it look high vis. Yeah, I will. I'll mark out these sections in some way. And light them up so that you can tell they're high vis. That sounds like a great idea. I think, yeah. I love this good mom. What was his name? Frankie Dilly? Boop. Yeah. This is a cutie, and I like it. All right. Frankie the Tooth Dilly. Frankie the Tooth Dilly. I love it. All right. Excellent work, everybody. Extremely pleased with the work that we've done tonight. I love this cutie pie. This turned out so much cuter than I thought it was going to. Pretty much every step of the way. That is often the case with these streams, but it is true today as well. Yeah, I guess that's it. Everybody have a good weekend. No, it's Wednesday. Fuck. Everybody have a good rest of your week. Everybody have a good rest of your week. I'll see you all. I think we're gonna try Sunday stream again. We'll see how that works out. Because it worked out nicely for me last week. So we'll see how it is. Noon in New York time on Sunday. That's the energy. All right. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Basement Jockey, for that last minute subscription. Otherwise, have a good day. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you later. Goodbye.